Chaps, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be running through growth habits of highly successful men, and I've been doing a lot of reading recently, a lot of personal development, a lot of working on me, right? Because I truly do believe that the level of success in which you want will only ever be in alignment with the level of your personal development. The more personal development you can stack, the more valuable you become. Therefore, the higher likelihood of the level of success in which you want will be achieved. So guys, let's dive into this, and hopefully you can walk away with some tips, tricks, knowledge, and insights on how to start winning in life. So habit number one of the highly successful. So number one would be you have to become a continuous sponge to learning. You have to be able to adapt and grow and tweak what you're currently doing every single day to develop the mindset, the skill set, and the habits that allow you to grow and develop at the rate in which you want. If I was just starting off my journey, the main thing I would be doing right now is investing in courses, whether that be online, in-person mentorships, getting coaches, getting the right people around me, so I can follow the breadcrumbs of those who have what I want. This is extremely powerful because when you are now around the people who have what you want, they've done what you've wanted to do, and have now achieved a level of success in which you find admirable, then they have the breadcrumbs for you to follow. And it's never just a conversation. It's never just do this, try this. It's the proximity of the conversations. It's being around these people because they always operate at a much higher frequency. And they frequently see more success than you do because they don't have the limiting beliefs. So when you can put yourself into a category of, I now surround myself with these high performers, you will become the next high performer. You will become someone that is equally as successful, if not more, by following the lessons, the knowledge, the tips and the tricks, along with the philosophy of what these men, these mentors, these coaches actually are able to install in you, through you taking action and gaining the knowledge from them through personal investment, buying the course, watching the YouTube, and generally looking to value personal development at a higher level. On top of that, under category number one would be to have skill diversification. Not just having an abundance of knowledge in one particular field, but you want to have a wide variety of different areas under your control. Whether that be fitness, mindset, lifestyle training, could be those core four initially to begin with. Might be one pocket of business, maybe drop shipping, SMMA, social media, whatever it could be. But you want to have a nice wide plethora of different things that you have an element of skill in. Because now having these areas covered, and if you're, let's say, 25, 30% across the board with all of these things, then you will be able to compete at a faster rate in a tough job environment because you have a wide variety of different skill sets. So that way, it's easier to take it from, let's say, a 3 to a 10 than it would be a 1 to a 3 because all that foundational learning and baseline knowledge is taken care of. And on top of that, not just having the hard skills covered, whether it be in coaching, mentoring, personal development, mindset training, all that kind of stuff that I touched on, but actually having the soft skills deeply ingrained into your life already, whether that be emotional intelligence, basic tech literacy, and the ability to actually cultivate a creative way of thinking. Habit number two for the highly successful would be mindfulness and a controlled, centered approach to your overall well-being. Any of the most successful people I have ever met have two amazing traits about them. They look after themselves, their health, mentally, physically, and emotionally and spiritually, but they also have a massive amount of self-control. They are clear, they are calm, they can compose themselves and hold frame in any room, any task, anything in which they do, because they've actually prioritized their mental awareness over all else. And this is where you really start to win, because you can force your way through things and build speed and momentum, but you will burn out. But if you have a massive level of mental awareness, you can almost think your way out of issues and challenges far greater than someone would if they were just to shove themselves through and push through with just brute force and grit. Which is, again, of course, very much needed. But down the line, you want to have that higher level of emotional intelligence and awareness so you can navigate through life with less stress and pressure put upon yourself because you have a higher level of frequency in thinking. Because that will lead you down the line to have a great control over your productivity, your performance, your energy, and how you can manage and control your emotional state so you can push and pull when needed to make sure you can regulate your nervous system in accordance with how much you actually need to get done on, let's say, a weekly, monthly, or quarterly basis. Therefore, you're going to have more skin in the game down the line because you're going to be immune to burnout. You're going to be able to pull back when necessary to take those days to recharge, be able to push on with more speed and intensity, allowing you to work at a higher, faster capacity than maybe your competition could ever think about operating at. Number 3 would be networking and collaboration. You need to be around the right guys. Your power truly does come down to your proximity. And if you are surrounded by 4 fucking losers, guess what's going to happen? You're going to become the 5th fucking loser. Whereas if you are surrounded by top level elite guys that are on their purpose, on their mission, that have high status, high credibility, and also have an amazing social influence, along with agency, you should call it, then you will therefore become similar and alike to these guys and therefore grow in alignment with them. Because the people you share your time with, it can either grow you or slow you. And I would always opt for the growth option here. So your brotherhood, your network is absolutely key. And it's something to be really conscious of. Otherwise, you will waste a hell of a lot of time, energy, effort trying to grow in one direction where your friends are pulling you back in to the old habits that are keeping your growth dormant. Drugs, drinking, binge eating, driving around at night, going to McDonald's, bitching and gossiping about random stuff that nobody really gives a fuck about. But it's like chewing gum for the brain. You're just chewing away, chugging away, whatever you want to call it, fucking wanking each other off in your own little fucking Corsa, chatting about all the things he said, she said, all that bullshit. You don't need to be around it. You want to be around high-performing guys. Otherwise, you will sell yourself short when it comes to overall growth and development. Number 4 would be goal setting and accountability. Any successful man I have ever met has clear, actionable, and direct goals that are aligned with a future outcome of who they now want to become and be. And they also have a very high level of high touch accountability, which holds them to the standard of who they now need to be to achieve said goals. So you got to be thinking, if you're coasting through life right now, no goals, no ambitions, no clear competence or clarity and direction behind what you need to actually build and do in terms of non-negotiables on a daily basis to move the needle forward, and you have no one holding you to your word, you're going to just meander through life, wasting time, attention, energy, and effort, trying to clusterfuck your way to success, when in reality, there needs to be more strategy, there needs to be more alignment, there just needs to be more fucking work that goes into it than just meets the eye. Like, working harder is dead. Just putting more in, doing more, doing this, it's just dead. You have to have clarity. You have to be so on the ball with the needle moving tasks. You have to remove all of the distraction. You need to be held to your word so you follow through and do what you do. Because you got to think carrot or the stick here. The carrot, hypothetical end goal, outcome, awesome. You look good, feel good, have the money, the woman, the success, boom. The stick, you stay stuck. You hate your life. Self-worth is low. You never achieve the level of success in which you want. It's a dark place. You need accountability to bridge the gap between zero and hero. Otherwise, you will listen to your own emotional brain and stay stuck in a paradigm which is unshiftable with the current level of thinking in which you have. Number 5 is resilience and a solid mindset. You need 2 things when it comes to resilience and a good mindset, and that's 1, cultivating grit and embracing challenge. There's 2 things in which I value massively, and that's doing hard shit every single day voluntarily so I can expose myself to the pain and discomfort of doing something that grows me and takes me out of my comfort zone. Hands down, that is one of the most important values a man should have if they want to be successful. You need to put your hand over the flame You need to build that callus. You need to build that tolerance. You need to build that capacity to deal with shit. Because every single day we have to embrace challenge. Every single day we're going to face obstacles, have setbacks, stack a lot of losses, hear the word no. But what do we do? What do we respond like? Do we just take it in the chin, roll over and go bellies up and cry about it? No. We take every opportunity as a growth opportunity. We learn from the pain. We learn from the growth. Because growth, guess what, motherfucker? It is extremely uncomfortable. And the more you can submit to the realization that your pain is your purpose and your purpose creates the progress, that is when you will truly start building momentum at a rate and speed of absolute insanity. Because no one can handle the stress, no one can handle the grit, no one can put themselves under the fucking burner long enough to really develop that mindset. And it's taken me 10 years of brutal workouts, road running, diligent nutrition, disciplined wake and sleep schedules, habits, lifestyle management, to really get to a point now where put me anywhere and I would feel confident and comfortable dealing with the pressure and stress in which life is throwing at me. And that could be in anything in life. I truly have that conviction and confidence because I've done the inner work and I've exposed myself so many times to doing hard things. And the last one here, boys, is sustainability and social responsibility. In life, in business, in relationships, in communication, socially, in the workplace, anything, anytime, any place, you want to be going into every opportunity, every conversation with, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. It's got to be a win-win for everyone. Trust me, it helps. Because if you're winning, I'm winning, and vice versa. All I want for my clients is to win and win big. Because when they win big, guess what? I win big. So when you have an ethical approach to how you do business, how you connect, how you cooperate, you're only going to build up the foundations for further success down the line. And it may not happen in the short term, but when it compounds in the long term, guys, this can be one of the biggest pivotal factors in a man's success overall. And a final touching point on that is just to always make sure you're giving back. If you've walked a path, if you've made the money, if you've built the physique, if you've dropped the fat, whatever it may be, always give back to those who need it. And I don't mean just empty all your time, energy, and attention into helping every victim along the way. Those who are willing to change, you've got to embrace them, take them in, and show them the path. And that's why I'm a coach. I've been through the shit myself. I was, addicted to drugs, alcohol, wasted a lot of time, money, wasted years of my life trying to people please and all this kind of stuff. And the minute I changed me, I was able to start changing other people through my blueprint, my philosophies. And I wanted to just give that energy back to those who needed it the most, the guys that were similar to me, the guys that resonate with me. Because I know it was one of the most powerful things in the world just to help another person win. Because like I said earlier, if they win, you win, and you win big together. Guys, this whole process of becoming successful, becoming better in life, becoming the very best version of you, this whole journey, it is just a big episode of wins stacked repetitively well. So guys, if you're enjoying the content, subscribe, like, comment, hit me up on Instagram, follow the Daily Habits, and make sure to click the link below to access the free masterclass to 10x your life going forward into 2025.